Today's Monday, May 25th, 2020. Down here at the lighthouse, the Cape, as we call it. And just finished our inner temple meditation, the 1 hour meditation that I host every Monday evening. Ever since the coronavirus started up, they shut down the yoga studio, and it was right around perfect timing for daylight savings. It switched, the days were getting longer, getting a little warmer. So we just shifted it to, I just suggested everybody come down here and we start our meditation 1 hour before the sun sets, and let the sunset be the finish of the meditation. And we've been doing it down here for a couple months, every Monday. Comes up fast. It was a little bit of a rainy, cloudy day, and we were kind of iffy on whether we were going to do it this evening. And when I got down here, no one else was here at 8 when we were starting, and I just got started by myself. And 3 of my faithful regulars that are here almost every week, they showed up a few minutes after I had gotten us started. And that's the noisy sea lions behind me, in case you're wondering. Can't really see them. They're right there on a little dock. It's about 7 or 8 of them. But I guess what I was sharing was just that the meditation finished out sweet, and when I turned around, there's 3 of my friends there behind me. And I just nodded to them and in the close, and it felt sweet that like the meditation started and finished, and I didn't have to say anything. That we're all in a good groove with it now, and we're all getting our medicine from it. And by the time the meditation closes, it's like everybody's in a really sweet, soft space, in the stillness and the quietness and the connecting with the land and the water, the clouds, and the sky around us, and it's like we don't even really want to disturb it with talking. But it was the first night. It was the first night that I started the meditation and finished it without speaking. And there's something sweet about that. It's been a weird Monday. I took the day off work. Still kind of recovering from a big day of creativity yesterday, a real high of dreaming up a future retreats time, and staying up a little too late afterwards, still riding the high of it, and having a foggy day today. Getting a few things done, but as usual, the meditation comes around, I'm like, I don't even know if I want to go. But appreciate the anchoring in that the meditation is for me on helping me to check in with where I'm at in my own life, from 1 week to the next, where I'm at on my spiritual journey. Makes me question how much of anything I do that matters. Also just noticing that like when I'm sleepy and tired, how much my mind likes to think up all the darker stories, all the like complaining, depressing victim stories, or yeah, the good moods really matter. That if you're not feeling good, it's probably a good idea to like tend to your mood. See what's going on. Probably needs food, probably needs sleep, probably needs something like that. And I'm feeling that today. Just feeling a little sleepy, tired. Feeling that to be creative takes quite a bit of energy. And takes some uninterrupted time and space. And then after that creativity's done, there's another rest period that's needed on the backside of that. Just noting that for myself. Tried to call my dad today and didn't get through. He left me a message a couple days ago, and as is his ways, he left me this philosophical question, something he'll want to talk to me about when we get connected. But he goes, something about choice. He's like, I don't know if we really have choice in this life. He goes, what, we get to choose either the good thing or the bad thing. He goes, but if you choose the bad thing, then you're gonna get punished, or you're doing the wrong thing. So really, you don't have a choice. It's just the good thing. He's like, what's up with that? Is there such a thing as choice? And that was, then click, that was his voicemail. And that's been going through my head for a couple days. And I guess I wanted to speak to it in this video because it touches on some core beliefs for me. And my father, you know, he's a self-proclaimed mystic these days. And you know, if I asked him, he says he doesn't ascribe to Christianity or the Bible, but I see how much of that is still present in all of his beliefs. It's still an undercurrent of this like judgment and punishment and right and wrong. And I guess I wanted to speak to it a little bit, just of what I'm going to share with him when we finally do talk, and I wanted to address it in one of these videos. It's just that I was raised that way too, that, you know, to choose the good over the bad, and that there's punishment waiting for those kind of things, and that's no longer my beliefs anymore. And I don't believe anyone will get punished for anything that they do. There's no one waiting to judge you or punish you. And the way I understand it is that that at the very worst, we're going to judge ourselves at the end of our lives for what we've done or haven't done, what we've chosen to do. We may feel bad about it at some point when we're no longer in these bodies, but no one else will judge us for it. We just have to answer to ourselves for what we choose to do. My reason for believing this and for understanding it this way is the bigger concept of oneness. That we're all one. And there is nothing we do to another or to an other. There's only us and what we do to ourselves. And so there's not a good or a bad. There's just us learning how to love and take care of ourselves. And in this way, there's not choices or like, hey, is there a choice, the right choice or the wrong choice? There's just awareness of us learning how to love and take care of ourselves. There's not a judgment of what we're choosing or a right or wrong or some big game that way. There's a realizing that when we're hurting or stealing or taking from someone else, that's a emptiness, a wound within us that is asking to be healed. And that when we understand our connection to everything, the fact that we're just a part of the oneness of everything, and we learn how to respect and take care of all those aspects of ourselves and of each other. And that we do it out of love for ourselves and because it feels good, and not because it's right or wrong or because of a punishment or a reward. We just understand the nature of life to be that way. And that anything that we're hurting another one for or trying to take from another one is just an emptiness or a pain within ourselves that we're trying to address. And I feel that once we come into this understanding, we're in a position to step into a powerful realm, more powerful realm of creation, where we're not trying to steal power from another. We're not trying to compete. We're aware of our connectedness with everything, and at this point we can start to create in a more beautiful way. We want to create in harmony with the life that's all around us. We want to create in benefit to the life that's all around us, because we're a part of all that life that's all around us. And I guess I just wanted to speak to that a little bit this evening. In my meditation, I get to see how restless my inside thoughts are. I check in with my own eagerness to travel, to go see other places on this planet. There's a blue heron flying by right there. But yeah, I feel my restlessness of, wondering what it is I'm craving. What's home? What do these travels hold for me? I get excited about traveling and going to these places, but I'm like, what do they hold for me? What am I looking for there? What will I find on these travels? What am I missing on the inside that I'm trying to fill or heal or touch? I seem to always be resisting all the structure around me. Just even resisting coming to the meditation that I schedule and that I offer, that I invite others into. And then when I get here and nobody's here, I'm kind of like, oh, it's so nice to just kind of have this space to myself. I'm like, it's going to feel good to just meditate all by myself. And then see if that helps. Yeah, a little light. And then I'm happy that I'm here. And I wonder why I don't do that for myself more often. Even not for hosting a class or inviting other people, but just why I don't set up these spaces to take care of myself more often. To meditate, to just go sit in nature, just to go be by myself. Like, it's a sweet gift. And, yeah. Yeah. Talked to Drea on the phone this afternoon, evening. Just talking about moving her bees, the last of her things out of our apartment that we shared in Quebec. And I let her know that I'm moving out of my place here in BC in a couple weeks that she visited last fall. And we're just both feeling the closure of old chapters of life ending, and how those places held our connection. And how, as I'm about to move into a new place with my girlfriend, I'm no longer going to have my own space to like host her if she wanted to come. And just how like little nuances like that are present in every decision. Just feeling that, and feeling what space like our love for other people has in our life. Like, it seems the heart is so infinite in its ability to love, and yet we're so finite in the time and space that we actually have for another person in our life. To cultivate and develop intimacy and trust, it takes quite a bit of our time and space to do that, it seems, and we don't always have room to hold space for many people, it seems, even though our heart is very capable of loving many people. And I guess I wanted to speak to that a little bit tonight as well, that's just present with me. It's an ongoing wondering in my life, how I honor the truth of my love and connections with all the different people that I've had these strong or real connections with. I feel these things maybe all the more as I feel my own life picking up pace, as I feel the dreams of Becky and I coming together to start a next big chapter of life for both of us, and of travels, of adventures, of the launching of businesses and ideas. Seeing our relationship like spiral into a deeper and deeper connection. these things seem to outweigh in importance anything else that's going on in my life. And they seem to hold all the spiritual significance. The trumpet or whatever, it's like primary. That's my truth for today, for this evening. Thanks for tuning in.